Edge.
Have you ever been on an edging streak? Edge.
Edge.
Do they keep you in a state of edging? Edge.
Edge.
When you're not performing your edging, do they make you goon? Edge.
Edge.
Riz.
Riz.
What's it like to hold the yacht of someone you love? Riz.
Riz.
Do they teach you how to feel? Sigma to sigma. Riz.
Riz.
Do you long for having your heart rizzed? Riz.
Riz.
Do you dream about being rizzed?
Riz.
Baby Gronk, rizzed up Livy Dunn. Riz.
Riz.
What's up, everyone? My name is Carlos, aka C. Welcome to the C Talks channel. If you're new, stop what you're doing. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I want to thank everyone who has been watching my videos lately. Without further ado, let's get into it. The title of this video is Brain Rot. I'm in New York City, and on a recent train ride, I looked across from me and I noticed that all 6 people sitting in the seats across from me were on their cell phone on this particular train ride. And they were all glued to their phones. They were probably looking for dates on Tinder, scrolling social media mindlessly. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? Chit-chatting with friends. I was one of the very few people on that train ride not on their phone. I looked to the left of me and I noticed there was a young woman scrolling Instagram, and she was so focused on her phone that she didn't even notice that I looked at her. This is the world that we live in. I personally think we're getting dumber as a society and as a race of human beings. You're not alone if you also feel the same way. I agree. And there are a lot of people out there who probably agree with the fact that we're getting dumber. People's brains are rotting. Brain rot was named Oxford University Press's Word of the Year in 2024. Let's define it. Brain rot is defined as the supposed deterioration of a person's mental or intellectual state, especially viewed as the result of overconsumption of material, now particularly online content, considered to be trivial or unchallenging. As of 2025, the average American spends 5 hours and 16 minutes every single day on their cell phone. The average American also spends 3 hours and 34 minutes every single day in front of their computer. If we add cell phone use and computer use, people are staring at screens for about 8 hours a day. That's a third of your day. I think we're spending way too much time in front of screens, and I argue that a large percentage of that time is spent watching nonsense, silly TikTok videos, the dance move videos, fake AI YouTube videos, gossip, funny, mindless videos. A lot of people just hop in front of their phone and just vegetate and scroll through whatever without really knowing what they're looking at. I'm worried and I'm concerned as a person that actively works their brain every single week. I'm back to reading books. I do a lot of mentally and intellectually stimulating activities every single week. I'm worried that a lot of people are just becoming dumb. And I think that having a lot of dumb people in society is bad for society. James Flynn was an academic and an intelligence researcher. In 1984, James Flynn discovered that between the years 1932 and 1978, IQ in developed countries rose about 13.8 points. This discovery was dubbed the Flynn effect. That rise in IQ scores in developed countries comes out to about 3 points per decade. And it was great for society, and collectively, it was a good thing. So in recent years, American IQ scores are trending in a downward direction. We're seeing a reverse Flynn effect take place over the last 13 years. Let's look at the data. Ability scores trapped in 3 areas: verbal reasoning, logic and vocabulary; matrix reasoning, visual problem solving and analogies; and letter and number series, computational and mathematical. So there's evidence that we're getting dumber, and it's showing. I remember the days. I'm a 36-year-old millennial, by the way. I say this a lot in my videos. I remember when just in general you could have conversations with people out in public, and general knowledge just seemed like it was a bit higher. People were in the know. They knew about certain facts. They were generally more well-read. You could talk to people about a variety of subjects and they would be able to keep up. Now, I struggle with having small talk with people. I struggle with having even casual conversations sometimes because I feel like people don't really care about anything. People are in their own little bubble. They don't want to be well read, well informed of what's happening. It's worrisome. So we're getting dumber. Even our attention spans are decreasing. The average attention span of a human right now is 8.25 seconds. Guess what the average attention span of a goldfish is? It's 9 seconds. A goldfish can focus for longer than you. That's scary. Oh, and by the way, in the year 2000, the average attention span of a human being was 12 seconds. So I'm a millennial. My generation was criticized for being the MTV generation. We watched a ton of music videos in front of our TVs, and they were 3 to 5 minutes long, and we were criticized because we were watching short form content and people were saying we were going to be dumb and stupid, and there was nothing intellectually stimulating about music videos. What about now? What about the young people now that are spending their days in front of their phones watching a couple of second videos? Everything is so short form now. Literally, if you go on social media, everything is short form. Your attention span isn't being stimulated for a prolonged period of time. It's, let me check out this chick's bikini pics on vacation. Next. I got a funny set of memes from one of my friends. Next. Oh, look at this crazy dance video in Colombia. We're going from thing to thing to thing to thing all day long. That's doing terrible things to our attention span. It's ruining our brains. So our attention spans are going down. Crazy. For many years, cigarettes were sold without warning labels until studies were done and research was conducted, and we found out that cigarettes are really bad for our health. They cause cancer and do a ton of damage to our bodies. I predict that in the future, when you go buy a cell phone or a computer or a gadget at a store, it's going to come with a warning label warning you that, hey, if you spend too much time on this device, you're going to get anxiety. You're going to get depressed, feel anxious. You're going to get dumber. I think it's only a matter of time before this happens. Okay, so let me wrap this video up. Brain rot is something that's happening all around us. People are getting dumber, if you haven't noticed. People are spending a bunch of time every single day in front of their cell phone, in front of their computer, watching nonsense, and it's affecting their brains. We're getting dumber. I challenge you guys, the people that watch me, to not let your brain rot. Read a book, do some math, pick up a hobby, do some art, take pictures, exercise, work out, start boxing. Challenge your mind. Don't let your brain rot, because as you can clearly see, there are a lot of zombies walking around right now with nothing up here. And that's a scary thought. All right. My name is Carlos, aka C. Appreciate you watching this video. If you liked this video, you'll also like this other video up on the screen. I'll be back with more videos soon. Peace.